Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today I'll be showcasing to you what the new Rampage Inducer does, and I'll be showing you the locations and showing you what it does in every single map, and I'll be telling you how useful it is, and I'll just overall showing you everything that you do with it. Subscribe if you're new, and like the video if you enjoy. Okay, so the weapon doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with the DMEs, and we're going to load into Maschine first. But we're gonna load into all the other maps too, and I'm gonna be showing them off. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we load in here, and just to put it into perspective, this is a normal early round on Maschine, and I'll be showing you what it's like with the Rampage Inducer, and it's actually pretty surprising. So as you see, this is a little slow. Zombie spawns aren't fast, and the first round is faster than like the first 5 rounds. And as you see here, right here is where the Rampage Inducer says is activate to make zombies rapidly appear and move faster through round 20. You want to hold F to activate it. As you see here, the zombies will start spawning in much faster, and they're going to be running much faster. You see here, normal round 2 zombies don't sprint like that. They have the same health, but they run much faster and spawn in much faster. It's really gonna make the games go by a lot faster, because the early rounds is what makes zombie not as replayable, and it makes it less fun in the early rounds. Sometimes you just don't want to play those early rounds, but you have to. And you see here, like 5 seconds after the last round ended, the next round starts, so it's just not even that 20-second wait. And they're all like super sprinters, and as you see here, I almost went down. But on the top right where it says round 3, you can see there's a yellow indicator that's showing that it's Rampage Inducer, so you can tell if someone's using it or not. And you can just deactivate it, and see here they go from super sprinters to normal walking zombies, and they spawn the same rate. And you can go back here and turn it on right after, and they turn right back into super sprinters and stuff. It is a little challenging at first. You'll have to get used to it. As you see here, I've only done it one time before this video, so I'm not completely used to, being faced by super sprinters on round 5 and stuff. So I am a little unprepared, but it is still pretty useful. And the first like 10 rounds it'll just go by so much faster, and it's going to be more fun, and you're going to be able to Pac-Punch your weapon faster and get the power on and everything. And that's a good thing about it, is that if you want to Pac-Punch your weapon or anything, you just can go over here and deactivate it, and then you can go Pac-Punch your weapon, come back and turn it back on. And here we're going to go on the rooftop. That may be a bad idea considering how fast and they run. I'm gonna activate Ring of Fire here. See here, it's already round 7, and it's only been a few minutes. I don't have a timer going, but just after, I don't even know, 3 minutes we're on round 7, which is very impressive. This thing no one was asking for, because no one, you see here, I was talking, I wasn't really paying attention, so I went down. So that's another thing, you do have to pay attention with this, because the zombies are sprinting at you, and you really just have to pay attention because the spawn area isn't a huge area. But what I was saying before I went down, you might, if you're like this in this situation that I'm in, I would recommend turning it off, and you will get stuck here. I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, you see there, I went down because I wasn't really paying attention. I was talking, so you're most likely not gonna have that distraction. I'm not sure though. But as you see there, it does require a high maintenance. I mean, you have to be on, like, you have to be paying attention every second of it, and a lot of times that can be very challenging. And the bad part about it is that it takes like 2 seconds to deactivate and activate it. So a lot of times if you're in a corner, it'll, like right there, I wanted to deactivate it, but there were zombies behind me, so I died right when I deactivated it. So it is rather challenging, but this will be really good for camos, just because the first rounds you don't really get any kills, so it kind of starts slow. And also for XP grinding, that'll be very good also because of the work. You get the most XP in the early rounds, but the early rounds take the longest, or like they don't take the longest, but they're really slow paced. And then the most slow paced, you get less kills per second or whatever. And so that will be completely removed, and it will be very good because you'll be getting XP super fast. Up until round 10 is where you get the most XP, but usually it's slower, so it's like annoying, and no one really wants to repeatedly go to round 10 where it's super slow paced. And on round 10 now, it's going to be same on XP, except it's going to be way fast paced, so you can get weapon XP and just level up way faster, which is going to be useful. So camo grinding got a lot easier. Unfortunately, it's at the end of the game's life cycle, I would say, because Vanguard is coming out soon. But just make sure you pay attention, make sure there's no one behind you when you go to turn on or deactivate it. And yeah, just use a ring of fire and turn on power as quick as possible. And remember, you can turn it off if you need to turn on power or something. So I'm gonna do that on round 8, and then I'm gonna come back and turn it back on and see how it is with the Pac-a-Punch weapon. Okay, so here I am, I just Pac-a-Punch weapon. I'm getting cryo freeze, which I do recommend because since the zombies are gonna be like super sprinters, they're gonna be running way faster, and cryo freeze will slow them down, which obviously you want. And I'm getting armor. And yeah, so get cryo freeze and make sure you Pac-a-Punch your weapon around round 8. That'll make things a lot easier since the zombies are gonna be way harder than they normally would. So yeah, now I'm gonna go on the rooftop and I'm gonna test it against Megaguns too, and I'm gonna see how that works. So here I am, I'm turning on the Rampage Inducer again, and I'm going up to the rooftop. This is a Megaton round, so we'll see how this goes. I don't have Ring of Fire, and I don't have Deadshot Dockery or anything like that. That's gonna help me kill him faster. What else stun? So yeah, I'd recommend stunning it, but because if you're focused on the Megaton, you will probably get downed or at least injured by the normal zombies, because they're gonna be sprinting at you, so you're not really have time to focus on the Megaton. So just throw stuns, use a Ring of Fires if you have one, and I don't have mine obviously right now. You might want to use Aether Shroud in the earlier rounds and switch back to Ring of Fire or whatever you mainly use, because in the first rounds Aether Shroud may be more useful, because Ring of Fire, yes, you're killing zombies way faster, but at the same time the zombies are so fast that they're running into your Ring of Fire as they're using it. So you might want to think about that. I haven't tested that out obviously, but Ring of Fire has been doing good so far. I just think Aether Shroud might do a little bit better. So yeah, on this rooftop strap, it's actually really surprising me. It's way easier than hoarding them up, so yeah, I recommend going on the rooftop and opposed to hoarding them up and trying to shoot them as they spawn in, because that will be a lot more chaotic. I say that as I almost die. But yeah, up until you don't even, what I will normally do in a game is I'll use this until round 8 and I'll Pac-Punch, and then, you know, I'll turn it off before that and I won't turn it back on. But just for the video, I'm going to turn it back on because the first 8 rounds are which really hurts you. But once you Pac-Punch it and get on the rooftop or do whatever strat you want to do, is really when the game turns up and stops being boring. You want to activate your ability or whatever. You will get cornered a lot, so you want to make sure you're prepared for that, whether it's by having Aether Shroud or having stuns or having a Semtex or whatever. You just want to make sure you're prepared for that, because that will happen. You see, right as the round switches, the zombies start spawning in, so you won't have to wait. But yeah, we're going to be moving on to Toten now. Okay, so I just loaded into Toten here, and all of the Rampage Inducer locations are really like right at spawn. So it's not over here, but it is in this table, right over here, right in the spawn room. And you see here, the zombies will start spawning in much faster. And yeah, so that's where it is on Toten. You can, I recommend staying here for round 1, then going down here, and then killing the zombies down here until about round 5. Then just open out the map and starting your game. You can keep it on if you want, or you can go back and turn it off if you want. But the bad thing about Toten is that to get back to the Rampage Inducer, you have to like go across zip lines and like completely go on the other side of the map from where you would be camping or setting up the map. Like most people go near the Pac-a-Punch machine or near the Wonderfizz machine, so you have to run all the way across and go a few zip lines to get back to the Rampage Inducer, opposed to the Maschine where you don't have to do that. You just have to run back around the map, but that doesn't take that long. Okay, so I'm on Firebase Z and we'll spawn in right here. The Rampage Inducer will just up here, so you want to take a left and go up here, and you can activate it from there. So yeah, it's pretty simple, literally just like a second away from spawn. And this is probably the most beneficial map from this, because with Firebase Z, the reason why everyone hates it so much is because you have to turn on 3 different things. You have to turn on all of the generators, and there's 3 of them. So it takes a really long time, not only turning on the Aether reactors, but getting enough money to unlock all the doors is also time consuming. Overall, I'm very glad it's into the game, and I will be using it every game, no matter what map, because some games I'll use it until round 20, some games I'll use it until I Pac-a-Punch and turn on power. It really depends on what I'm doing, but if I'm grinding camos, I will probably keep it on until round 20. And if I'm just playing for fun, I'll probably keep it around until round 10. So yeah, it's very... no one really was looking for this, because no one even really thought of this. Because everyone hated the early rounds of zombies because they're so slow paced. With this, it just makes everything that much quicker and that much better and that much more fun, instead of having to basically just wait for zombies to slowly walk to you in the first 10 rounds so you can shoot them, and then wait for 20 seconds for another round to spawn. And it just really was time consuming. It wasn't really necessary. But with this, it's all that is erased, and as you see here, just in a minute or 2 I have over 5,000 essence. And with these, like, it's gonna take much quicker because the zombie's gonna be running to the Aether reactors much quicker, and really you don't even need to kill the zombies at that one. You can just focus on one of them at a time. Obviously there's none running into it like me right now. You're gonna want to kill the other ones, but yeah, let's see. And it's almost fully charged. Yeah, in just a few seconds it was fully charged. So yeah, it's basically it. I'm gonna end the video there. But yeah, leave a like down below if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what your thoughts are on the new Rampage Inducer. And also comment down below if you're going to use it or not, and let me know until what round you are going to use it until, if you do use it. Tell me what other topics you'd like me to cover, and yeah, I don't know.